all of us collectors have our areas of influence, the areas we really like to spend time on. I like the big silver dollars, but I'm also a big fan of the old coppers. And it's just something that I do, and my guess is we all have that thing going. Tonight, we're going to spend a few minutes talking about some of the older coppers, because when they get to high quality, they're some beautiful coins. Now, our first series of small size cents, like the ones we carry in our pockets today, the 19 millimeters, were the Indians. They were introduced in 1859, and they ran all the way through 1909. So it was 51 complete years. The actual design is Lady Liberty with a head bonnet. But over the years, early years, it was nicknamed the Indian head cent just by look and feel, and that name is stuck. If you look at the guidebooks, they'll give you the actual description with parentheses on the Indian head. So it's our beloved Indian head. 1909, the Lincoln cent came out, and that's all we've seen for the last 115 years. Can you believe that? So for me, going back and looking at these earlier cents, it comes down to value. It comes down to eye appeal. It comes down to quality. And we're going to get the best quality and eye appeal for the most affordable or the best price. And the last decade or so in the Indian head cent series, so we're looking at 1900 through 1909, in that area, if you find original, beautiful, brown, red-brown-ish looking cents, great eye appeal, in uncirculated condition, you're still seeing coins that are, well, in today's marketplace, affordable, which creates a crazy value of opportunity. Other than I love the series, I think it's just a good-looking coin. When you see them in Unc with all the detail popping, it's a whole different thing. So tonight, we have the last 2 years of issue, 1908 and 1909. And again, 1909 was a hiccup year. We did the Indian and the Lincoln that year. So of the coins made in 1909, the lowest of them were the Indians, of course. So the reverse is that common wreath with the shield on top. In the last 50 years of the Indian head cent, the shield is at 12 o'clock. It was only the 1859 that had a slightly different reverse design. But again, it's all about the eye appeal and also the detail on these very old, we're talking 100-plus-year-old coppers. Yeah, I mean, people forget that we had a copper cent as part of our history. It was the first coin struck in 1793, and the copper itself lasted until 1982. And then we changed it to the bronze-ish we see today, and that's, again, just a part of our history. So value, everybody, that's what it really comes down to. It's our middle name here, America's Value Channel. Look at our price tonight. Gorgeous, uncirculated, vintage coppers, $49.95. We did find one of our competitors offering random dates. From the middle 1890s through 1909 was their advertisement. And they were at random $89.95, dates our choice, which is not a horrible price when you consider how old these are and the value tied to how few of them are known to exist. Look at our price. We're $40 less than that, and we're giving you exact specifics. We did find one of our competitors with the 1909, the end of the era, the last Indian head cent. They were also at $89.95. So not only finding the quality and the look and the feel, but finding the right price. When you find them together, we can put a big smile on and then move on to the next chapter, right? So how did I get started with collecting cents? Because I love the big silvers. I always have. It goes back to when I was a paper boy in the 1960s. And, well, at that time, we were hoarding silver because they were pulling silver through the later part of the 1960s, and everybody wanted to hang on to that silver. So you kind of see the coin all the time, put them in your albums, you start building it. Went to a coin show with my grandfather in the early 1970s, and he showed me some of the older coins. And I just fell in love with the look of the brownish to red brownish coppers. Now, a true red, very expensive, beautiful. But for the price point and the look and feel and just the rarity and quality, these coins were just something that all of a sudden became a wow. When I find a good looking coin, I buy it. Great question. These are all Philadelphia struck coins. The Philadelphia Mint struck pretty much all of the Indian head cents. It wasn't until 1909 with the introduction of the Lincoln that we had more than one mint striking on a regular basis. For those of you that know your history on the Indian head, in 1908 and 1909, the last 2 years, San Francisco helped out a little bit, but only a little bit. But these, again, are Philadelphia struck, no mint mark coins. For us, it's all about price, 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 quality, 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 and it runs perfectly together here. Guys, give me a 1 minute clock. So whenever I can find an opportunity to talk about some of these just great collector areas, we're always going to bring them out and spend a few minutes. Many of you might not have collected coppers before. It might have been only half dollars. It might have only been dimes, etc. Or the modern issue. That's when you got started and you just love the look and feel of brand new struck coins because they do some phenomenal things with them, do they not? For me, as I just told you a few seconds ago, when you see a great looking copper, it's just an attitude adjustment. How can you not? How can you not like it? And then it's a question of how can you affordably find one here, one there, and start building that great collection of rare, rare coins, quality related, rarity, right? Uncirculated coins, wow. And then find the value to go with it. You're going to bump into some multi-$100 coins when you get into the 1880s, early 1890s, and that's fine, but there are still great values 115 years later. So join us tonight for the last two Indian head cents. The Philadelphia strikes of 1908 and 1909. It is a your choice opportunity. So if you don't have one, get one. You will not be sorry. And especially when you're saving $40 a coin tonight. Our price, $49.95 each.